Well, it is time to put the 300D back on the road. So, as I had mentioned when we started this thing up a few weeks ago, that it had been since 2020 since I drove this thing, and look what we got. So let's get this sticker on here. I've kept insurance on it this whole time, but it is going to be street legal again. Now I've got to go to O'Reilly's to get a fuel pump for the Lincoln. So I think we're just going to hop in this thing and see if we can get to O'Reilly's. Last time we drove it, we just drove it over to the shop, so we really haven't driven it much at all, just down the road a little bit. So we'll see how it does, and we may stop and put some fresh diesel in it. I've got some new wiper blades, so we'll throw those on real quick. So I'll set y'all up. I mean, that's not interesting, but maybe this is what we'll go over what it takes to put a Mercedes 300D that was running and driving when it was parked back on the road after sitting 5 years. Well, let's say 4.5 years. We're going to say 4.5 years. We're not quite 4.5 years, but 4+ years after it's been sitting 4+ years. What does it take to put it back on the road? And it's kind of a comical answer to that, at least for this one. So step one, take off your expired registration sticker and slap on your new one. Step two, remove your crusty old wiper blades. Step three, air up the tires that are now low. Any like little piston valve cover caps. Step four, make sure you have your keys. I did not, so we're actually a few days later. I'm back with the keys. Step five, take a look, make sure nothing is in the way of the fan or anything, dirt dauber nest or anything like that. It all looks good. What are we at, step 6 now? Maybe step 6, clear out the spider webs, or we just leave those and the rodent poop. It's all on the engine. Yeah, maybe step 6 will be to take the maintainer off. So I've kept a battery maintainer on this thing. I've rotated it around, and if you watch the video prior to this where we started it up, you know, I filled y'all in on that. And just keep in mind, this is I'm being kind of sarcastic with this video. Satire. It's obviously I've started it up several times since it's been not daily driven. You know, I've started it up a couple times a year, but it truly has been 4 years since it's been daily driven. It's been on the freeway. The fuel in it is 4 years plus. You know, it really has just been at the most driven around the block, and that's only been a couple times. We drove it to the shop, and it's probably been, which the shop is the driveway next door, that's probably been, I don't know, over a month. So it's been sitting. Step 7, let's check fluids. I should have brought me a paper towel, but oil is good. And I guess we'll just look at the transmission fluid. We really should have it running to do that, but let's just take a look and make sure it's not, yeah, it's overfuel. It's probably leaked back out of the converter. And water or coolant's good, maybe just a hair low. Just taking a look real quick. And I guess we can check power steering fluid while we're here. And it's good. So let's start this thing up now, since we've got the keys. I'll leave y'all looking at the engine. Y'all can watch it start up. Glow plugs. I'm gonna give them 2 cycles. I guarantee it's gonna start right up. All right, it's running good. I'm gonna let it run for a minute, make sure we don't have any oil leaks. Definitely want to take a look at your oil cooler lines. That top one's looking a little moist, but I think it's okay for now. I've replaced the bottom one with a good used one, aftermarket used one off my parts car. But that top one is the one that was on this one. It looks like an original. Dirt dauber nest. Got one under the injection pump down here. So I've actually got a job for this thing. I'm over here changing the oil on my wife's Toyota Sienna, and I am a quart short on oil. So let's take this thing. How much fuel we got in it? Now we're showing a full tank of fuel. So I was gonna take it and put fuel in it and go get, you know, that quart of oil, but I guess we're just gonna go get our quart of oil. So we're gonna drive it to Walmart. Walmart's 10 miles, maybe a little bit less, and we'll hopefully get there. And I don't really have any concerns with this thing. I guess my only concern would be, you know, maybe blowing that oil cooler line or something. The engine itself, I mean, what can you say? It's an old Mercedes diesel. You know, maybe if we had algae in the fuel tank, we could plug up the screen in the tank or a fuel filter. I don't think that's the case. Not. I've definitely run older fuel than 4 years. So I'll set y'all up and let's go drive it. Cleaning windshield. Cleaning headlights. Not doing much on the headlights. Yeah, we don't need them, it's daytime. It's probably gonna be pretty sluggish with this old fuel in it. Seat is much more comfortable in this one than it is in my 300 TD. This thing's got a really nice seat in it. Alright, let's look at our gauges real quick. Oil pressure's still good. The temperature's starting to come up. Feel a little rough. AC is not going to work. It's got a slow leak, so I'm sure it's out of Freon. But we got the windows rolled down. Tires feel a little rough. New wiper blades work good. I think those are the cheapest I could find on Amazon. Good tread, but they're old. They were tires that were on the this thing needed 2 tires, and the tires that were on the 300 TD were really old, and it needed 2 tires, and so I went ahead and just bought 4 tires for it and took the better 2 and put on here.
but they're old. So I don't really trust them. I don't remember how old they are. They're probably about 10 years old at this point, probably older. And so I think we're going to order some tires. Maybe not right away, but pretty soon. I've got some things I want to do to this, so which will probably involve buying tires. We're at good operating temperature. I mean, all the gauges look good. Oil pressure has come down a little bit, which, you know, it does that once it warms up. We're at 2. I couldn't tell you what pressure that is. It's 2 bar, I think is what it is. Brakes feel good. I can tell the rotors, they still feel like they've got some rust on them. You know, feel like some rust dragging across the pads. But it's got a good firm pedal. You know, I don't think we've got any brake issues. I rebuilt the rear calipers on this, and then I think I put some rebuilt front calipers on it, if I recall correctly. And of course I've done pads. Put a master cylinder on it, and I think I did brake lines, you know, the rubber lines. I really like the exhaust on this thing. It's got I took that center muffler out, and then I put a glass pack on the where the rear muffler was. It sounds good. Got a good deep tone. All right, I'm gonna go get some oil. Try to get this off. This thing had cracked up here and broken. This is the one out of my 300 TD. I put the one that was in here in my 300 TD because it was better. This one, the odometer doesn't work. I have no idea how many miles are on this thing, but I had to re-glue this, and I put some tape on it, and I left the tape on too long, and it did that. I kind of put the tape on, I glued it, put the tape on it, and slid it in here, and then kind of forgot about it, and the sun got to it and kind of did that to the tape. So we got to remove that. Oh, and we need to put this back. I'm not going to do it right now because I don't want to have to I don't want to make the horn honk, but we need to put that back in. Wood's getting really rough on this thing. See, this is the cracked dash out of the TD. I put the better dash in here. I kind of took all the better stuff and put on the 300 TD because ultimately this one's not worth very much. The body's so rough on it. All right, I think that's gonna. You don't have to watch me drive back home. We will pick back up once we get home. I'm thinking we'll be okay. I don't think we'll have any issues. Gauges all still look good. We'll check for, once we get back, we'll check for leaks. Make sure, you know, we don't have a coolant leak or anything. This thing, you know, when I put this thing on the road, I did like everything to it. You know, it's got all new radiator hoses. The heater hoses, the ones that are like up against the firewall, are not new. A lot of those you can't get, so we're just crossing our fingers on those. But the rest of the stuff is new, so I'll bring y'all back when I get home.
Well, we made it back. No issues. I went a little bit further down the freeway than I needed to, just to kind of stretch its legs. And got home. Temperature is good. I'll pop the hood, take a look at everything real quick, but I think we're good. Well, Super Clean was nice enough to send us a care package. Let's spray down the 300D. It's got all this green growth on it from sitting here 4 years. So let's spray it down and then we'll pressure wash it off and get it cleaned up. Well, if that's the kind of pressure washer video you're looking for, this isn't the channel. Go over and head on to Puddin's Fab Shop. He'll get you with all your slow-mo action shot pressure washing. All right, I did not go all out on this. It was just mainly to get all the buildup off, and it's not half bad, you know. Probably hand wash it and get it a little better. Problem with this paint, the clear coat is gone. Well, and somebody started, not me, somebody started sanding on it. And to be honest, I don't know if they sprayed primer on it or if they just sanded it down to primer. Not sure, but that's what it is, and that's, I guess, what it's gonna stay. But you can see, I guess they just sanded it down to primer because that's what it's looking like underneath. Better, but far from good. All this needs polishing out. It's pretty dull. Bumpers too. But at least the headlights aren't green and we don't have green streaks going down the side of the car. It'll look a little bit better. This side, let's say, man, it looks great. Car looks awesome. That's about the only good spot. Oh, looking good. We got a couple good spots, I guess, but it's so dented up. It's got rust and of course paint issues. This side, the paint's a little worse. All right, I think that's gonna do it for now. We've got this thing where it's drivable now and it seems to run good. I didn't see any leaks. I did take a look. There's not any water leaks or diesel leaks or oil leaks that I can tell, or brake fluid. I did check the brake fluid. I don't think I videoed that, but I did look over at the reservoir. I forgot to point it out, but I looked over at the reservoir and it was full. So rims are pretty dirty. We'd have to spray them a little better if we wanted to really get them cleaned up, but it's fine for now. All right, I'm gonna park it back where it's supposed to go, put the pressure washer up. I'm gonna leave a key for it in the shop, and that way I've got more than one key for this thing. So I'm gonna leave one in the shop. I used to keep one on my key ring, but I had so many keys, I've tried to cut back on the amount of keys I carry around. So I think what I'll do is just put it on the, put a key in the shop, and if I'm over here working like I was today doing that oil change and I need to go get something, like I had to go get oil, we've got keys with us to just take this and use it as a shop truck. Shop car doesn't sound right, so I don't know. Shop vehicle. Our speakers didn't fare well to sitting, and I guess the sun, they are, I don't know if you can tell, but the cone material is all cracked and this one's missing a chunk. The sun baked them. I guess our front speakers are okay. It's just got stock front speakers in it. I can't tell on that one. But. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you would like to see me do with the 300D. I've got some ideas, but I'd be curious to know what your ideas are. And don't forget to hit that like button, really helps the channel out, and subscribe for more.